But no, on a serious note though, so like it's wild to see that, and again, maybe this is the narrative that she's pushing, or this truly happened. I don't know. That she was still trying to protect a black man despite what happened to her. Candice, you're a black woman. Why do black women find themselves helping people who ain't helping them or protecting people who don't protect them?
That's a great question. And I've been asking myself that question a lot, probably like over the last few months. I think so I needed to sit with it for a while. And I realized what I really was struggling with was coming to terms with the fact that I really need to do some work about removing black men from this pedestal that I had them on. Um, and that was a rough thing for me to come to terms with, because for real, I mean, not to, blow anyone's head up here, but I love black men. Like, I honestly think that everything about a black man makes him one of the best creations that God decided to come up with. And that is something that I think for a lot of black women is kind of like very rooted in them. So like have a special appreciation for like the style of black men and just like the way they carry themselves, and even like the tones of voice of black men, like all of those things really, I mean, I think a lot of ethnicities appreciate those things specifically about black men, no matter who, like what background a woman or even a man, depending on his orientation, belongs to. Like there's a special appreciation, which is, it's really like an odd juxtaposition with the way black men are treated practically in society, but there's a real like marveling over the black man in a way too. And that has always been really deep for me. Like I even felt a special kind of guilt when I dated a white man for a couple of years, because I had like this odd loyalty to black men. Adam, what do you want to say while you have these Sarita Jakes pursed up lips? What?
He not, he can hold his face together, no.
What do you want?
We are on a platform that can be seen by too many people for me to tell you what I have to say right now.
Oh, we'll talk about it later. So we'll talk about it later. So yeah, anyway, I want to clarify all of that, because even in like my restructuring and like dethroning of black men, I still feel that way about black men. I just think I needed to properly conceptualize that black men are still men, black men are still human, and can still do
Terrible shit.
Thank you. I didn't feel like saying it today.
I think a big part of that we have to do is step outside of, when you talk about protecting black men, protecting black women, or women period, you got to step out of protecting the women that you know and that you have a relationship with.
Yeah. Right. And I think, and I guess
It's for me to protect my friends and my family, but what about if it's somebody that I don't know and they look like they're in a questionable situation?
Right. And I think that's part of what my personal like dethroning of black men has looked like. Like, all right, I understand the concept of having a certain level of comfort or even expectation among like your people, the people who are close to you, who you are actually in friendships and like relationships with. Like that's one thing, but that's not necessarily. We might have some kinship because of our shared culture, and it makes our relationship richer, but it's not necessarily a function of our ethnicity when it comes to whether I should look for you to take care of me. So basically, I'm just to answer your question. I feel like, hopefully answer your question anyway. I feel like what in this dethroning process where I've landed is I still love black men, but I will not make and I would love if there was like some healing in our community that brought about black men having like an overarching care for black women. But I'm not counting on it like by a long shot. And when I say I'm not counting on it, I don't necessarily mean like, nah, that ain't gonna happen, even though I kind of feel that way too. What I really mean is
It ain't gonna happen.
Well, I don't think it will, but when I say I'm not counting on it, I mean I won't make it like a key to my survival. I won't be looking for it from you and it's just not a standard that I have for you off the strength of you being a black man.
Cause we men first.
Man, huh?
We men first.
And that needs to be said loud from the rafters. I feel like for all black women to hear, and I think to start to like process the certain kind of love and care that we're looking for from black men in a way for ourselves. That doesn't excuse black men from, you know, their own whatever they need to do. I'm just saying, sis, don't count on it.
Black women don't want to hear what I have to say. No way.
I want to hear what you have to say.
But some people, some men aren't selling that anyway. They're not saying that I'm here protecting all black women. So for you to go in expecting that, then that's on you.
It's on you. It's on you. And that's exactly it. Like I had to come to the terms with the fact that, okay, black men are not some superhuman protectors of all of them sent here to
yeah, we can barely protect ourselves.
And there are a lot of black dudes who would not look out for me and frankly are not rooting for me and would say some messed up stuff about me and don't think well of me and, you know, might even expect me to do some things that are unfortunate and just, you know, keep the steam rolling. So there is no blanket of protection.